Hey gang, Will here from the Ashland Fly Shop with a fishing report for you for the 5th of September. Once again, it's probably more of a weather report than a fishing report or conditions report. So as you may know, we really have lots and lots of fires, and we're going to pop a couple photos in here just to show you, but we are literally ringed in fires at this point. So whichever way the wind is blowing, we're really getting smoke. The last few days we've had very heavy smoke, pretty unhealthy conditions kind of all around us here. So it's really been frustrating because our fishing is really starting to pick up and take off. So we'll kind of talk about the Rogue first, and we'll kind of move around a little bit. But the Upper Rogue is really continuing to fish well. The beginning of September marks the beginning of the catch and release fly-only season. So we have, it's flies only now from September through basically the beginning of the year, from Fisher's Ferry, which is just downstream of Tuville Park or north of Medford, all the way up to Shady Cove, and then that regulation changes in November, where it's open from the hatchery down to Shady Cove. But that chunk of river that we fish a lot will be flies only now for the remainder of the year, which is awesome. We love this time of year. And another thing that happens as well now is the water starts to tick down. So we have about 1,600 coming out of the dam now, and it's forecast to step down pretty consistently for the next week and a half, 2 weeks. So we're gonna, drop down to our typical fall flows, which will probably be around 1,200 or so out of the dam, 1,100 in that range when we get to the lowest point. And fishing's been great. The last week it's been very good. We've seen good catches of fish, mostly nymphing, but just in the last few days we've really seen people starting to get more fish on the swing. But nymphing techniques have been working well, and then as the water starts to drop, then we really start to see those techniques really pick up a lot too. So. But yeah, we've got decent numbers of fish around and kind of more fish coming in, and we're just getting that feedback from different anglers and our guides that are working the river and stuff. So the Rogue is a great bet. Again, it's quite smoky. If you can limit your sessions to kind of early or just these little chunks, I think you'll feel much better about it if you even want to come out at all. So that's what's happening on the Upper Rogue. Great time of year. We love it. And just stay in touch with us, as conditions change and things move, and keep us in your thoughts for rain. To the North Umpqua, I should tell you, there's a road closure up there. The main highway is closed pretty much right there in the Flywater section. So there may be some accessing it, but I believe the access from the north, I don't think you're going to even get down there. But that's something to keep in mind, and check road conditions. You can go on to TripCheck or Oregon.gov, I think, and you can find out what's happening with those road conditions. But there's definitely a severe road closure up there that's keeping people out of there. So that's an important thing to know about the North Umpqua for this time of year. The Klamath River, it's a little early now for steelhead in the upper section, but we have had some good reports at the coast of fish coming in down there, and good numbers of fish coming in down to the coast. So we're kind of in a watch and wait on that. In the next few weeks, we'll see fish showing up in that Happy Camp area. There is a large complex of fires down there as well, but we're keeping an eye on those conditions down there and what's happening with the fish as they kind of filter in. So, and then as we move into fall, trout conditions just really start to pick up. The Williamson River's been its typical sort of up and down self over in the Klamath Basin. Northern California, I think the McCloud has really been kind of the hot spot down there. Again, there's some fires down there to be aware of as well. But the McCloud, I think, has been the most consistent of all the, sort of Mount Shasta rivers down there. And it's definitely one that people love to fish in the fall. So I think we'll see that, we'll see that fishing pretty well, or continuing to fish well as we go into the later in the season. So, but that's kind of our big story up here right now, is the smoke, and it's been really frustrating. But we love being surrounded by wilderness, and this is just a part of, this is just the other side of that coin, I guess you could say. So, but please feel free to call us, check in with us about conditions. We're happy to talk to you about it. We're updating that stuff all the time. So keep in touch. We appreciate it. Thank you.